take 2 because my camera turned off and then I forgot that I didn't even have the audio going. So, hi, I'm Beau. This is my friend Jackie.
Hi.
This is a different setup than what you've seen before on my channel. Obviously, I do primarily music. But I'm really excited about this because not only do I get to collaborate with my friend Jackie, but she herself has a YouTube channel, and we kept thinking about what we could do together that would make sense, because she does makeup and hair and lifestyle, and you obviously realize that I have very well, I try, but I should not be teaching anyone any hair or lifestyle. So we're trying to find something that we could do together that felt real. And I love eating, she loves eating, and one of my favorite things is when we go out, she's not afraid to order
like the whole menu.
The whole menu. It's so relieving. So relieving, because you're always like, I have to pick one thing, don't look like I'm too hungry.
No.
And the last time we went out to breakfast, she got something with the intent of eating just a little bit of it, maybe, and then taking the rest home.
Oh yeah.
And I can't tell you how that put me so at ease.
Oh,
I'm
good.
like, oh, okay. Then I'm actually gonna get what I want to get.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna get the fruit bowl. Just to
I
make
mean,
a point.
if it has pineapples.
I mean, I love fruit. But when there's like hash browns or fruit, the either or is when it gets tough, because you're like, oh, I love fruit.
But hash browns.
Hash browns is called a mukbang.
Yes, mukbang. Yes, you got it.
And we didn't invent this.
No.
We didn't just be like, oh, we like food. Let's do a food video. Like, this is actually, we're definitely not the first people to do this.
No, not at all.
But I'm going to let her.
I just realized too.
Talk a little bit more about it.
I'll get the sriracha after this. But
okay.
A mukbang, so what I have seen on the YouTubes, apparently it's a trend that started in 2011 and is originally a Korean thing. Mm-hmm. We are so ready to eat. But their version of it was that they would stuff their faces while having this whole, I guess, conversation or whatever. So we are going to be Americans and, you know, water it down and make it a little bit worse. Hopefully you'll still like it. But no, we're just going to do our own version of a mukbang where we're going to eat some great food and just have a conversation, maybe answer some tag questions, do that kind of thing. All the food, most of the food, because I got pineapples that I had at home. Most of the food we got is from a local place called Luc Lac. Delicious. It's not Korean food because there's no good Korean food out here in Portland except for K-Town, which is Korean barbecue, and you have to be there to eat it. Like, yeah.
Take out the bad. Exactly.
Imagine having to take out with all the meat. Anyway. So we got Vietnamese food. So we have a banh mi, some pho. We have their specialty dish, which is called the Luc Lac, which is just braised pork, tomato, fried rice, and a bunch of salad, crispy vegetarian spring rolls. I'm gonna get the sriracha, and then we're gonna start this video.
Yes. We're also both so hungry.
I like having one meal today, so I was like, we're gonna eat well.
And I've been picking, she has cookies on the counter. I already started eating those.
Oh yeah.
I've eaten pineapple. I was sneaking chips earlier.
I did have some chips.
Oh, we had one of the meals came with chips, but it was like the shrimp chips.
Yeah. It was like,
or what do you call them, tapioca?
Yeah.
Tapioca chips.
Tried something.
They were delicious too. I'd eat anything right now.
Alright, I'm gonna start with the spring roll.
Okay. I am unoriginal.
Ooh, goodness gracious.
No, I'm gonna start with that. Do I have to chopstick that?
No.
Okay, I didn't want to. I'm just gonna take one with my chips. I do want some chips.
Thank you. Let's get the...
If you don't like people talking and eating at the same time...
Oh yeah, this would be a horrible video for you to watch.
So my recommendation is you just get out of here right now, because we are going to talk while we eat.
Yes.
And try our best not to be like opening our mouths with tons of food, but we're gonna talk while we eat. So if that is offensive, carry on.
We won't be the kind of kids, but some of these questions I absolutely will not ask because
Thank you.
Okay. So we'll just talk about people in general for this first question. What is your biggest turn off in a person? Why am I using chopsticks?
I know, I started...
For egg roll.
I started doing this. I just didn't want to seem, lame. The whole touching it, I'm like, forget it. I'm using my hand. Biggest turn off. I feel like the most consistent thing that has deterred me from liking people, whether it be romantically or even in like socially and friend groups, the thing that makes it hard to like people. I like how I'm beating around the bush because I'm nervous just to say it. Is when people are mean or like are intentionally like trying to tease other people. For example, like in school, if I had like a peer, even someone I thought was like really cute, handsome, talented, whatever the case, if I watched them like mock someone else behind their back or talk trash, it was just really easy to immediately feel unsafe around them. So it's like you could be as hot as ever, as talented as ever, but I'll never feel safe around you.
Yeah.
So it's really easy to just kind of check out. And making it sound like I was like really hot stuff and that I had this like had to like turn down all these people. Not the case, but
no,
yeah,
like if you're talking about them behind their back,
yeah,
like what are you saying
you're
about
like,
me?
Oh. What about you?
Biggest turn off. I kind of don't. I don't like overly cocky people, which is kind of because I admit I'm not arrogant, but I know who I am. So, and I feel like I've always in a way had a sense of that, even as a kid. Just because it's my mom's fault. No, but
I like people who take ownership. That's who they are.
You know, it's
my mom's fault.
But yeah, no. It's funny because my mom told me like when you know she gave birth to me and saw that I was going to be darker skinned, she was intentional about making sure that I felt like I was important and you know, had a place in this world. And then she jokes and kind of says she feels like she did a little bit too much. She overcompensated. And she was like, oh, she's plenty confident. But yeah, no, I think people who are cocky, and by that I mean like I don't like people who outside of their expertise are unable to like hear somebody else's like opinion or criticism. I'm sorry. He's like
sorry, no, I interrupted.
Yeah, no, you're totally fine. But like, yeah, I don't like people who think they know everything. So know-it-alls. So I guess that's people who are cocky too. And I feel like there's something else that's a big turn off.
Mine's kind of like relates to that. It's like when you first meet someone, you feel like they have to give you their whole resume.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, nice to meet you. My name's Jackie. My name's Isabeau, and also I graduated from here, and I did this job, and all these people love me. I'm like, I liked you. Like, I approached you. I was really okay with you at first, but when you have to read off this resume of like who they know and what they've done, for me, I'm like, that's just, it's more exhausting.
It's way more exhausting. It's just like, and it's funny because I've worked and just gone to school and been with people who are like, yeah, I went to this school, yeah, I did this, and yeah, to some people that means a lot, but for me, I don't know, I had a brother who went to MIT, so I'm not really impressed with anything because he's my brother, and when it's your siblings, you know everything about them, so it just takes all the like, oh my gosh, putting things on a pedestal, it takes all like the wonder out of it when it's your sibling that's done something great.
Just realize there's like more.
Exactly, more, and then people are just normal. Like my brother's normal and went to this great school. So you went to this great school, so you're normal too. Like I don't need to praise you. And so yeah, definitely. And also too, another one that's kind of small and random. I don't like people who don't smile. I love we'll go on to the next question. The next question, what's your biggest turn on? I love people who just like smile. Like you can see like there's like light up a room. Like that's something about that for me has always been a big thing. So if you don't smile, it's not that I don't like you, but it's
but it's that I don't. I'm nervous to smile right now because I'm pretty sure there's so long.
Let me eat this.
What was the question though? You said that your biggest.
So the first was turn off, and the second was turn on. What's your biggest turn on?
Man, you gotta have really nice ankles. Oh. Kidding. I mean, I like good ankles. Tyson has good ankles. Can I use this?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You totally can.
I kind of meant that, but that's
Just get me.
But so ankles, it sounds really strange, but I think Tyson has really cute ankles. Like the proportion between the rest of his leg. But it doesn't really matter. Like, it's not one of those
if you have bad ankles, like
if you meet an amazing person and they have weird ankles, or whatever weird is, I'm not gonna I wouldn't have written them off. But it was a benefit. Anyways, character-wise, I think it would be, the smiley, and not even necessarily that they have to be, and I don't think this is what you were saying, like, happy all the time, but, someone who is, like, perceptive, empathetic, like, thoughtful. Watching people is thoughtful, like, they're thinking, they're feeling, they're not just numbers driven, they're not just wildly emotional about everything, but this, like, balanced, a lot of it comes down to, like, safety. I feel safe around those people. I feel like I could really dig into life for the long haul.
It is.
Yeah.
Because you have to be vulnerable. I remember the first time I was, like, emotionally vulnerable with Rafa, and just, like, when the way that he responded, I was like, oh yeah, I was like, this dude's chill. Like, you know, I feel like most other guys that I've talked to or dealt with wouldn't have responded in the same way that he did. And he just took it all in stride.
Like, I could hang out with you.
Yeah.
I could listen to music with you. I could make music with you. I could talk about really serious things.
Yeah.
Or we could, like, laugh about the dumbest things, or how you farted in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like a good range of conversations. All of it.
Even that. Like, I needed someone who matched my nerdiness, because people look at me and don't think I love anime, and don't think that I listened to J-pop for all of my teen years.
Yep.
And K-pop.
Do you remember when you would, and this is great. So a little side note, we're friends, but when I first started teaching, she was in my class before her family moved. And then we didn't see each other for years. Now she's back. Anyway, she would send me, like, color palettes. When you're doing graphic design, and she spent tons of hours, which I love, just, like, looking at what aesthetically would be great for, like, websites, or, I don't know, backdrops, pieces of art. Was that what it's called? Color palette?
Color Lovers. But it's spelled like the Canadian way or the British way, with the U in color. Not in lovers. That's just lovers.
Color lovers. Wait, is there No, I'm not even gonna go. I just made myself almost look ditzy, and I've been trying to learn how to not use my goofiness as a way to make myself look less smart.
Already in the first take, I was like, Also, too, like, I'm trying to, like, it slipped my mind. What was I thinking? Like, I don't know. I feel like as you get older, you have less and less friends, or less and less, what's the word? Desire to make new friends.
Sorry, I just tried this for the first time.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't tell you. So we're drinking vinegar.
Oh yes. Cheers.
Cheers. It's Pok, and it's called Soom something. I don't know. It's a local one though. You can get it from Salt and Straw here in Portland. Sorry for those of you who are not in the Northwest or anywhere near Portland.
You could probably find it online.
Yeah.
Right?
And Salt and Straw is in San Francisco.
Oh, that's right.
Right?
I'm using this paper towel as tissue.
That's okay.
I have a cold. Tres. Round three. So you were saying...
I was saying just how I feel like as a wife, I definitely have not had to own up to my stuff and say I'm sorry as much as he has. I feel like Rafa definitely has apologized more than I have. And not to say, like...
That you haven't needed to?
Oh, yeah. I've absolutely had to, like...
That's hard.
Yeah, it's really hard to say
I'm sorry. It's so freaking hard, you guys. And for those who are like, no, it's easy. I'm like, no, it's easy for, like, the small stuff. But when you're in these relationships, not even just romantic relationships. Friendships. Friendship. Well, you're the... We should talk. We should eat while we talk.
Yeah. Friendship. When you're in a friendship. That's big everywhere. I shouldn't have done that.
When you're in a friendship. I'm just gonna push it to the side of my mouth. And you mess up, or you make a call that you were really confident on. It's incredibly humbling to say, you know what? My bad.
Yeah.
Especially in arguments too, or just
when you feel like
testy
you were
situations.
Right.
I can't tell you how many times I started into like a debate or argument and realize like halfway in, frick, I'm wrong. But I can't back out now.
Exactly.
I put a huge piece of food in my mouth. I have it like spread out all over.
It's extremely humbling for me is with my brothers. It's so humbling to tell them. Yeah, it's so humbling to tell them sorry, especially because like all like me and my brothers were all just like so opinionated, and we think what we think and we don't back up. Like we're just like mini leaks. We're like, I said what I said with everything. We just don't give kind of like we don't give each other room sometimes to kind of like
persuade each other otherwise.
Yeah, which I'll say that in the past we haven't given each other room. Now that we're all grown up, I think, or I believe that we've done way better. And we've learned to like be like, that other person's an adult and they're gonna change and they're gonna go through stuff. And
how are you and Micah?
Me and Micah? We're
Who's
like
the youngest?
This, my little brother. We're like this. We wouldn't fight like cats and dogs.
That sound was awesome, but
I don't know. I feel like Mike and I fight over stupid things, but we also can laugh like immediately. Like one time, I don't remember what we were arguing about, and he doesn't remember either. But we were in my parents' room, and he was at the door, and I was sitting on the bed next to my mom, and he and I are just yelling back and forth. And then he goes and he says something, and his voice cracks, and we both immediately bust out laughing and forget the whole thing. And that was, that kind of, I mean, there are definitely some moments where he and I both like got into knockdown, drag out fights. Like, not to the point, I mean, like,
no one died.
No one died.
But
thank goodness. Excuse me, there's actually only one fight that I remember that was really bad. And
like physically?
Yeah, kind of. He pushed me, and I was pissed.
You notice that all these are
Say it
broken
again?
up, and I'm sitting down. Oh, this is round 4. It's because my camera keeps stopping mid-story. She's always in like a really good story, and I'm like, can you pick up where you left off? Also, I got you something.
What?
A jalapeno.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
I just saw it in my bowl. I'm like, I can't.
Okay, short story. I watch weird things on YouTube. And this is not weird, but one of the things I love to watch is hot ones with... First one's hot wings. What is it called?
I watch it too.
Mm-hmm.
Where they do interviews.
Yes.
So the guy, I don't remember
hot
his
chicken
name.
wings.
And they put like a selection of like 7 to 8
He's a
hot
bald
sauces.
dude, and he's like super sweet and like very funny.
Yes.
So
and he has everyone from like Durant to the guy from
Jim
Eddie Hong
Gaffigan. Oh,
was on there, right?
Jim Gaffigan was on there, and I don't know the other guy.
And just ask
Kevin
some
Hart
questions
was- well,
about
Kevin
their
Hart.
career, their life, and everything while they proceed to like move up the hot scale, which is measured in
Scovilles? Something like that?
If you notice a change in cameras, well, good on you. You're right. Just change cameras. But she was just mentioning hot ones because I just took the jalapeno out of the pho and put it on her plate and told her to eat it because I'm scared that I'll sweat in front of you guys.
Oh.
I don't have the greatest. I can't handle a whole lot of heat. I'm getting better. I'm adding more hot sauce.
Can you do sriracha?
I could do sriracha a little bit, but Tyson, T-Money, likes to sweat. So anytime we go out, he gets everything significantly spicier.
See, okay.
Hot ones. Sorry.
I was watching that show, so I was like, I can handle hot food. You know, I like sriracha and hot sauce, whatever. Like, I've had peppers before. Let's do this. So I told Rafa he was going to Buffalo Wild Wings. And I was like, get the spicy wings and bring them home.
Honey, get the spicy wings.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna be like those people. I think his name is Sean something. It's just coming to me randomly. Anyway, I don't even know how spicy they were. Like, I don't remember the hotness you got. I'm telling you, I have not breathed so hard in my life than when I had those wings. I was like, so yeah, no, can't do hot ones, even though I thought I could. You know, I think everyone thinks they can, and then they actually do it. It's just horrible.
So if you haven't seen it, go check it out because it's actually a pretty brilliant show on a number of levels. One, marketing they've gotten such a following that now they make their own hot sauce and they market through their YouTube channel. So they have like these stars trying out their hot sauces in front of people. So way to do product placement.
Good job.
But also when people eat hot sauce, any guard that you may have had literally melts.
Goes away. Just inhibited.
Yeah,
completely.
because you're just focusing on surviving. And they give you like water and a glass of milk, and typically people try to not drink the glass of milk because that's like the symbol of surrender. And I don't know who I was watching, but in his interview, he grabbed the milk right away. Like he didn't even ask. He's like, screw it, I don't even care. I'm not gonna survive this if I don't drink the milk. But it was lots of drinking. I think Eddie Huang. Is that his name?
I'm not sure.
Fresh off the boat creator. He's on Viceland.
Oh, yeah.
I'll double check. If I'm incorrect, I'm gonna blot that part out. But he had to leave because he
had to leave?
Well, he had to leave for a little bit because it went through. You know?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Like just out of a panic, he just like, stopped and stood up and walked off screen. Like explosive.
And it was like, I had to go. Who was it? I was watching, oh yeah, and this is a little dipping sauce for the braised.
Oh, what is this? Braised
beef. Yes.
It's not difficult, but I made that much more difficult. This is for this?
Yeah, that's for that. Kevin Hart, which, you know, poor guy. Not poor guy, actually. It's
He's not
fault
poor.
what he's going through.
Oh.
Anyway. His was
what's
funny.
he going through?
He, girl, he cheated on his current wife, who's pregnant with his third child.
Oh.
But she was the side chick that he cheated on his first wife with. It's just, yeah. Anyway.
I thought you were making a short joke.
Yeah, I know. I kind of.
He's
like, here's this whole thing. His was funny though, because he just kept saying like, "We out here," and like you could just see like, "We out here." His was funny. There was another guy who was screaming or like yelling through the majority of his, and he was really funny. But I can't remember who it was.
And some are really chill, and it's creepy.
Like the
it's
guy
getting
from
crazy hot.
What is that guy? Not kill sometimes. Oh, what is his name? Or the guy who makes the super big meals for no reason. He's Canadian. Oh my gosh, he's had a YouTube channel for forever, and he uses a bird to like bleep out F words. You guys know who I'm talking about. Oh, it's gonna piss me off. I don't know. Okay, if I remember his name, I'll just shout it out, and that'll be it.
By the way, this is very good. I've never had, how do you pronounce it?
Luc Lac?
Luc Lac before. I've gone 3 times to try to go eat it, but the line was really long. And if you know anything about Tyson and I, we're not the most patient for food because we usually wait till we're ready to eat. I don't know if that's an issue for anyone else. We haven't really honed the practice of, hey, we're gonna be hungry in an hour and a half. Let's go out and find our spot and then wait, whatever. If there's a line, it's not gonna happen. So we got through that because then Jackie just ordered in.
Yeah, I was like,
for our mukbang.
Yes.
I said that wrong again, huh?
Did you? I don't know.
Did I?
Mukbang? I don't know. Mukbang?
You said bang. Mukbang. Mukbang.
Oh gosh. Yeah, no, it depends on the Yelp rating, how long I'll wait for food. If it's a good rating, then yes. But Yelp also is not always very trustworthy.
Come on, Yelp.
We went to a trash place. I won't say the name of it, but
They literally served trash.
literally.
How weird.
It was bad.
Very hipster.
Very, very hipster. And mason jars too, nonetheless.
Where's your amazing jar of trash?
Here you go. What are you wearing?
Oh, you go first. I am wearing pants.
You are. She's wearing cool pants. They're like overalls. They're like overalls, but for grown-ups.
Like stirrups.
Yeah.
I'm saying how awesome it is to have, like, I have jumpers, and I like it because I feel like I can be 5 again, where you can move around, you don't have to worry about, like, your butt crack showing, your pants slipping off.
Yeah.
But, this thing, I had a student today ask me if it was a turtleneck. I'm not sure. No, it's just a high collar. Well, I think if, like,
Yeah, I think so.
my chest, if I pull it up. Maybe if I was more twiggy, it would feel more like a turtleneck.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's pulled down a little bit. And then these are just black stirrup pants.
Stirrups.
So pockets and it's kind of baggy. And I have the straps.
It looks like
good.
An anime character, but in a good way.
Yeah.
It's one of the anime character outfits that I want to have in real life. Like, I've been looking for pants like that. Because your girl just is blessed in the back area. And any kind of romper or anything like that is just straight camel toe. Just doesn't work. Whether they're long, short, you know.
Short is extra dangerous.
Extra dangerous. Like, I remember...
It's also the that
breeze.
Plus then...
Woo.
It just looks like you're wearing a swimsuit.
Yeah. It does.
Cause like
in the worst way.
When I said swimsuit, some of you got another image in your mind, like swimsuit. I don't know. I'm talking like
no. I wouldn't.
Not desirable
ever again.
No one's gonna take pictures.
Nope. So what am I wearing? I'm wearing my favorite shirt that I've been wearing every day since I got it for my birthday 2 years ago from Goodwill. Everyone who looks at it loves the shirt, and it makes sense to me why, because it's just beautiful and it's a Guess shirt. Button it down.
Where to your birthday party?
Huh? Where?
I feel like I remember first seeing it at your birthday party.
Yes, I wore it with the
like
red
skirt?
velvet dress thing because I'm still getting into the bodycon game, even though I apparently have the body that I'm going to wear it for. When, for instance, the thick fit. I've been raised to where if it is cupping the booty, then it's too much. Like my mama has made sure that, you know, I'm not showing all of my blessings. So I'm still getting used to the bodycon thing. So this was the thing covering up my top blessings while my bottom blessings were on display for a little bit.
I like that.
Yeah.
Top blessings, bottom blessings. I've been blessed a lot. I meant, oh, that kind of sounded arrogant. I just meant that what.
I mean, it is what it is.
It's there.
Yeah.
That's why I like to eat in stirrups because it's nice and loose.
Yeah, that's why I like this shirt too. It's just the right flowiness. But yeah, and then just some what is this? I got this from Gap of all places.
I like it. Oh, I almost just stabbed you with my freaking chopsticks. I like the bulkier necklace around the collar.
I like this, so I'm always behind trend by 2 or 3 years because this is like the Peter Pan collar with the necklaces that was super popular, and I just didn't have enough money to buy them, and now I just go to Goodwill and make it work. But yeah, is that all that I'm wearing? Yeah, you know, no brand names. We're not that cool here.
I have my sandals. They aren't sandals. What are they called?
Clogs?
They're kind of cloggy. So I teach, and it's like this weird balance of trying to find shoes that I actually like, that I can wear with my different school attire that are comfortable to walk in. So every birthday I get like a different pair of dance goes. They're not.
Is that what they are? Oh.
Yeah, they're not super. I mean, I feel like some people would say they're affordable. They're more expensive than I would ever pay for shoes in the past, unless they were basketball shoes.
What's the most you can spend on shoes?
Oh. It's changed as I've got older. So I broke my ankle 3 years ago. And post physical therapy, there's a lot of shoes that I used to wear for fun that I would thrift, or like just random heels or wedges, or just, I don't know, even shoes that weren't heels but just had a really flat, solid sole. I'm glad that you're sipping it. That's the right way to do it. I was like,
it's a straight Japanese, like
yeah, no, it's good too. But yeah, after I broke my ankle, I can't really. It's not even just that it's like a little uncomfortable. If I wear a poorly fit shoe for my work day, by the end of the day, I'm dragging my right leg.
So, really?
Kind of a realization of getting older and healing from being broken is that
no joke.
I can't wear the same shoes. So dance clothes are nice because the clogs, they look cute. I can wear them with dresses and like skinny jeans and things like that. But the insole, it just, I can last. Like I wore those all yesterday at work, and then I wore them to the gig I played at. And at the end of the day, it wasn't like this aching, throbbing in my right ankle.
I had like one time where for volleyball, I don't know how, but I forgot my shoes. So I had to borrow someone else's shoes that was a size too small.
Did your toes really?
It was so bad to the point of my big toenail came off. Like,
yum.
Yeah, just delicious. Came off, and I was like, oh, this is not good. So, had to wait for that to grow back. But I learned my lesson there, but I still have an issue paying more than, this is gonna be tough. Got a little bit of rice. Paying more than $50 on a pair of shoes.
Yeah. That's why those are my birthday, because it's like this. I know some people are like, well, you know, the more expensive ones are better for your feet.
Yeah.
It's this weird balance of being realistic about physically what I can handle, but also I don't want to be duped into paying hundreds of dollars for these shoes when I just don't think that anyone should be paying that much for shoes, just because it starts to raise the norm. Like, do I have that money to buy your shoes? Yes. Do I think I should buy your shoes? No. So those were my birthday shoes, and then the boots that I have, those were my birthday shoes too, so like annually, and those were, I think that those, I feel weird saying it, I can't remember, but I think they were like a little under 100, which feels it. That's why it already feels like a big expense. So what I have to remind myself is, if I get that, don't buy 5 others. It's like you're gonna have one plus whatever you have, like, but use these up as if you were gonna be like replacing them. I just feel like that's the only way I can justify it.
Have you ever gotten stuck in a piece of clothing trying it on?
I got stuck in a shirt that I put up over, and then it felt like it smashed me. Where they give you like 4 boobs, because like a little here, and then the tie material. I'm like, oh no, gotta get this off, it's good. And then trying to take it off without ripping.
Oh,
this,
the worst
it's like holding
feeling.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to call in and like assistance. They don't have bells.
Like, naked.
Excuse me. Oh yeah, and you're wearing an ugly bra.
Yeah.
Like, I can't have someone come in here because I'm wearing the ugliest underwear.
Exactly.
So I have to figure this out myself, or I'm gonna have to expose myself to this worker and
Pretty
say,
much.
yes, I'm wearing a really old bra, and
like, I know you don't get paid enough to help me.
Yes.
But still, like,
yes,
please.
And also, don't take a picture.
Or like talk about this ever. No, that happened to me, but I think I was trying on a dress, so I didn't have on any pants, along with just like, I don't know if I had a bra on or not. And I think my underwear that I was wearing was a thong. So just the whole situation was just.
If I get stuck, you're like, I have to do this myself.
Yeah, exactly. I literally was just like, I think even the point where like my hands were like up here kind of, and I was like, I have to figure this out. Like, I have to get out of this.
This is a low point. Oh, or when you go into it knowing there's no way I can fit this.
Yeah,
I've done that one. Like, I know better,
but I'm gonna still try it because you never know.
Yeah, I never know. This could be it. And then you put it on. You're like, Isabeau. You know that's not your size, or you know that top is odd. Like, it's not gonna fit your body type. I'm like, I just want to see though. Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling full-ish. Not too full to not have dessert though.
That's what I was actually thinking. I was like, could I keep going? I could always keep going. Well, maybe not always, but usually I can keep going. But I also want to leave a little bit of space because we are going to continue this conversation over dessert on her channel. So I'm gonna leave some space there.
OTP.
I don't know what that means.
One true pairing. Your like ultimate like couple, like on anything, TV shows.
Oh gosh.
All kinds of stuff. Like nobody can compare. You can have more than one. I think I have 2.
You go first.
No. I have 3. Issa and Lawrence, even though I know Issa is trash and so is Lawrence, but Lawrence is getting better. Lawrence just makes me think of my brothers. Like, he really does. He is so endearing. And also myself in a little bit, even though I have like none of the experience. No, the only experience is with jobs. With the struggle of like finding work and that whole thing. Because, I mean, everyone has that struggle at some point. That whole montage that Issa did with her and Lawrence, like, if they were to get married and what would have happened. Like, every time I watch that whole sequence, I cry. And I cry because that stupid baby. And I hate that I cry every time because I'm like, why am I crying in this stupid show? This is not real. These people don't matter. But it does because it's just so great.
I say that, but then I really actually think it does matter.
My second one, to be nerdy, is Cloud and Tifa. Final Fantasy VII. That's just And then my third one is Jim and Pam.
Yeah. So Tyson and I were just talking about Jim and Pam. I agree with that. And also what's really strange is Rashida Jones, who plays, I don't even know her name, Karen? Who Jim dates in between. I feel like they had to start making her less desirable because she's really freaking cool.
She's cool and she's gorgeous.
Yeah, so like I almost wonder if like the writers sat down and they they realized that they introduced this character who is beautiful. So you're gonna get the viewers who are just like, she's pretty, but she was smart in the show. I think she's also smart, but in the show, smart, fun, pretty down to earth, really cared about him, and she was beautiful and loyal, and all of a sudden they had to like make her undesirable.
Yeah,
and
like
I just felt like they were like,
annoying.
oh frick, we need to make her annoying because people are liking her too much, and we need it to be Jim and Pam. But yeah, Jim and Pam, or I'd say like throw it in there.
Yeah,
Karen. And just because we're doing this quickly, I was watching a show called Ertuğrul. It's like the Turkish like soap opera of sorts. But Ertuğrul and Halime. They're going to battle for her. Which is funny because I'd be like, don't go into battle for me. That's stupid. Like, let me fight my own fight.
I know, yeah.
Like, fight for me, but also I want to be next to you, wielding my own sword.
Yes, like, let's just fight together.
How about you take a strike, and then I'll strike, and then we'll turn on high five.
Favorite song?
Oh, rapid fire.
Right now and then of all time.
Okay.
Two, so top two.
Right now, favorite song. Oh man, I listen to a weird range of music. You think Frank Ocean? Oh no, of all time. Oh man. So we rented videos, VHS from the library because it was free. And one of the first musicals I saw, or I fell in love with, was Newsies.
Newsies.
So I feel like of all time, mainly just because it's ingrained in me, not necessarily because it was the best, but pretty much anything from the Newsies soundtrack, because my siblings and I have memorized it. It was our way of like public library access. And we'd put on our own little musicals and plays, and
that's so cute.
So yeah, your turn.
I feel like I want to say it's one of SZA's songs, but I'm not sure. Oh gosh, what am I listening to right now?
It's so hard to accept the party is over. I really am infatuated with her hands.
I just love how
sings,
she's just so...
I kind of think I'm looking like it, and then I look up and see myself in the camera, and it's nothing like her.
Oh, actually, I know what song I really like right now that's trash. Sorry Not Sorry by Demi Lovato.
I haven't heard it.
I don't really like her as a person. I mean, she's not bad, but she's not good. She's kind of indifferent for me. And it's funny because my mom heard her sing one time, and she's like, oh, well, she really yells really well. And I was like... My mom is shady sometimes. And I was like, Mom, that's so much shade. What's my favorite song of all time? Oh my gosh.
I also like Phoebe Bridgers as a songwriter. It's really hard genre-wise.
Yeah.
There's music to dance to. There's music that I sing along with.
Chill.
There's music to chill. Driving music. There's music where it's for storytelling.
My other favorite song, Quick, by Tank and the Bangas. If you guys have not watched Tank and the Bangas, NPR Tiny Desk, my gosh.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah. I can think of like songs that put me in a trance, which Crazy in Love by Beyonce, since I was like, I remember watching that music video for the first time, and just like when I hear it, my body just like has a life of its own.
Mine would then be if that's the standard, Toni Braxton's "Unbreak My Heart" or anything Brandy, because it's more.
I was just listening to The More They Talk About Our Love, the one with Kanye when he used to be cool. What was before, like before College Dropout and Graduation, like those. Because I think that's when he worked with Brandy, right? Before
probably those. I only remember Brandy from like the early 90s, like her when she and Monica would kind of were like they're each other's.
Is mine. I remember.
Yes. So I don't know, like if you're talking about the songs that take me to a place, the good and the bad, because sometimes the music is like they're markers, and a song will go on, and I'm like, oh, I can immediately put myself in our house in Waia'u with Dawn with our big Walmart boombox, and her putting in Toni Braxton, because like remember the singles where they would release it and it'd have the radio track, the remix, and in Spanish.
Yeah, okay.
So you listen to it all three, and you're like, oh, I know Spanish, I'm fluent, and then you realize you only know "Unbreak My Heart."
Yeah, like that's it.
No, that's all I know, and I'm not really knowing what the words are. You're just phonetically repeating.
Yeah.
Sounds.
I can think of just songs in different time periods in my life. I remember, even like songs I grew up like. I remember when I heard for the first of my dad's songs before he started doing gospel music, and Said I'm Gonna Give You My Love. That song is definitely like a marker. Another one of his songs I love is Holy Spirit Take Me Higher, when he started doing gospel music. Amerie's Why Don't We Fall in Love. That song just like always for me. It's just like so great. And then two of my favorite Japanese songs. 3, not Japanese, but like one's Korean and 2 are Japanese. Himitsu, which means secret, by Tokyo Jihen, is an amazing song. Oh, Love Addict by Mika Nakashima is a great song even to this day. And then a current song that I love is Not Today by BTS.
Is that
the Korean one? Yeah.
K-pop?
Yep. K-pop. And it's funny because I've never been into boy bands.
But it's a boy K-pop?
Yeah. I'm not into them
awesome.
as a band, but I like the music. Like, they do a good job. And so...
K-pop is huge.
Oh my gosh. And people are like, wait, what's your bias? Which I guess, like, which one do you like? And I can't choose.
Does that mean, like, the band? Or...
Just, like, specifically, like, what guy?
Oh.
And I'm just like, I can't choose because there's something about each of them that I like. Like, some of them has cool hair. Some of them are really great dancers. Some of them are better singers. Like...
What if that's all you were known for in the band?
Yeah, like,
your
you're
hair.
the one
you know
with
what I
cool
mean?
hair.
Like, oh, that person can dance so well. That person has the strongest voice and songwriting. And then that dude, he's got cool hair. You've been... Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, last question for our not rapid fire.
I promise, I'm gonna answer this one so quick. You won't know what hit you.
You won't know what
And
hit you.
will reward myself with the pineapple. I'm gonna burp.
Pineapple.
But
how long does it take you to get ready in the morning?
ooh, I told you I was gonna answer really fast. Maybe like half an hour. It really depends if I take a shower.
That's really good.
Yeah, if I take a shower the night before.
Oh yeah, I thought if I take a shower at all.
Oh no. If I take a shower at all, then it'll take longer. But let's say like I showered the night before. When I wake up, one's just to make sure first that my hair is not tamed. I'm not trying to tame my hair anymore, but just when I sleep on my curls, they curl differently, and I just have a lot of it. So if it's all going a weird way, I'll either braid it. Like sometimes I'll do multiple braids, or I'll bun it, or I'll do side ponytails and braids, whatever the case. So the hair is usually what takes the longest, just to confine. And then I have a really simple makeup routine. It's like really simple. I'm not against makeup. I would do more if I felt like I knew something practical that I could accomplish. I'll spend more time getting ready if I'm going out and I have more time, but for school, it's just to be clean, presentable. Obviously, I don't want to look bad, but just, yeah, I'll do it really simple, like maybe some eyeliner, mascara, some BB cream, some powder, and then my blush.
Mine's definitely at least an hour. Take out hair. Like if I didn't have to worry about my hair, I showed up, definitely like 40, take out like 20 minutes or so. No, a little bit more. Because I enjoy my showers. And also what I like is I moisturize in my shower rather than putting on lotion afterwards. I use oil. That makes it quicker for me. And then makeup, of course. I just need to like get someone to like microblade my eyebrows, because if I could just not worry about that, that would take off like, at least 10 minutes. But everything else, it is the same thing, like a little bit of blush, eyeliner, and mascara. Not recently, but like last few years, ever since I've gotten liquid lipsticks, which I know I'm late in the game, I've ventured more into the whole lip stuff. So yeah, lip gloss is something else.